Oh, hi Mark. Dude, Bro Party Massacre III is a horror comedy that came out sometime in the 2010s, and in my opinion, it is the funniest horror comedy of all time. And my dog is making a lot of obnoxious noises. He's a pug. Give him a break. He can't breathe. You ever seen a pug skull? Don't ask questions. Uh, no, actually, like Google a picture of it. It's fucked. Them little fellas just can't. But you're freaking out for no reason. He's excited because I'm home. Oh, come here, buddy. Come say hi to the people. Yeah, say hi to them. Yes. Oh, you're so fine. Love you too, mister. Anywho, it is actually, in my opinion, Dude Bro Party Massacre 3 is the funniest horror comedy of all time. Um, Prior to watching Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, I don't know what I would have given that label to. There are a lot of horror comedies that I think are funny, but not a lot of ones that I find riotous. The scary movies are kind of an exception, but I just consider those straight up comedies, no horror to them. Um, but Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, in my opinion, is a horror comedy, but it's so comedy that it's really hard to see it as a horror comedy. Um, it's mostly a comedy, but we're calling it a horror comedy for the sake of this video, because fuck you, that's why. But it's also one of the most quotable movies of all time. If you've never seen this movie, which I'm gonna assume that most of you haven't, because who watches Dude Bro Party Massacre 3? That's, in case you're wondering, by the way, there is no Dude Bro Party Massacre 1 and 2. There's only Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. That's right, it pulls a Thanksgiving, except there is a Thanksgiving 1, but there's no Thanksgiving 3. 2, there's no Thanksgiving 2, there is a Thanksgiving 3. That's what I meant. Also, in case you're wondering, the reason my hair looks so fucking stupid is because it's been in a hard hat all day. You like that? You like the way the hair looks? Yeah, it looks dumb, doesn't it? Yeah. Um, I was gonna subject you to my work shirt, but y'all don't want to see that. You do not want to see that. It was bright fluorescent orange. It would have been blinding, almost as blinding as my pale skin is. Um, Back to the topic of the video. Yeah, it's incredibly quotable. I think the only movie that really rivals this movie as far as quotability goes is Scream. Of course, everyone knows the Scream quotes. "Live her alone." It's called "Tact, fuck rag," um, among so many others that I am completely drawing blanks on right now because I've been put on the spot by myself, and I don't appreciate it. So if you could tell me to not do that anymore, that'd be great. Um, anyway, hey guys, um, if you'd like to tell me how poor of a job I'm doing, go ahead and drop that in the comments section. Also, drop it in the comments section if you have any review requests. I'll try and do a better job of reviewing those movies than I'm doing of reviewing this one right now. Promise. But the Dude Bro Party Massacre quotes are a little more mature. You know, they're a little more subdued. They're really classy, even, I would say. They're just incredible. Basically Shakespearean poetry. Such gems as, "I'm here to motherfuck your face, motherface. Nerdery, you're doing it. You're swearing." That's a classic line. I love that one. Or no, I don't think I can say that one on YouTube actually. It had something to do with Sminkle's Bang Bus, which if you haven't seen the movie sounds dreadful, but please watch Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. I'll call it Sminkle's Bang Bus, Candace. um or oh god. Oh, that's my baby boy too. he was only 16 months old when the flood took him, or however old he says. I don't remember how old. Um, I said make it goofy. I'm sorry. Now I'm just spouting off references and quotes from the film, but this movie has probably the most consistent joke hitting, in my opinion, joke hitting out of the park. It matches my sense of humor so perfectly, which is this really kind of upbeat. I don't know, it's the way they deliver the lines in this almost Jim Carrey esque manner. If you're hiding any drugs in your butthole, Missy, I swear to God, it's they all deliver their lines really really upbeat. I wonder if the video never mind. That seems like a sentence that I shouldn't have said. Anyway, but they all deliver their lines really over the top like that. It's the way they deliver them. It's the lines themselves. They're just so ludicrous and things that you would never expect to hear out of anyone's mouth. Um, in the scene about Sminkle's Bang Bus, in my opinion, that's comedic brilliance. The guy who's saying something fucked up, but he doesn't realize he's saying something fucked up. And I don't know why I just said realize like that. He doesn't realize. I sounded like Eminem trying to rhyme things with orange. Orange door hinge. Realize. Teal skies. Bars. Anyway, in my opinion, that scene is comedic brilliance. And I think that this movie just it consistently has those jokes that get hit out of the park. It's like every single scene is a setup for a punchline, and sometimes that can come off as obnoxious. I don't think it does in this movie. I think a lot of people disagree with me on Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. I think a lot of people probably don't like this movie because of how obnoxiously over the top, stupid, funny it is. Or trying to be funny. Trying much too hard, like I do in my day to day life and YouTube videos. And I'm sure there's going to be uh, uh, people who watch this who immediately think that. And that's okay because you're right. But anywho, I'm sorry. I'm saying anyway and anywho a lot because I'm the ADHD is ADHDing tonight. It's really bouncing me all over the place. I just got off work, so I'm just trying to like get these thoughts out of my head. But anyway, jokes from scene to scene to scene. It's all just setups, punchlines. In my opinion, it's great. There we go. Over with. Very funny movie. That's done. I think I think the editing to make this look like it was a an old school VHS tape or like oh, what do you call that? Like a home video that someone recorded over like a Betamax. I love that. In the opening of the movie, the first frame of the movie is this little kid walking around with a fake lawnmower, and it's his presumably his father going, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing? You mowing the lawn?" And then it cuts, and it's like someone had edited over the footage of that child's childhood video of him mowing the lawn to record Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, who it notes that President Ronald Reagan had all of the known copies of it destroyed, which I think is funny. It is kind of like weirdly enough, it I don't know that it matches up with uh, some other 80s type slasher movies because they don't so blatantly be like God, Reagan's the killer or anything like that. But like it seemed like in the old movies they all showed, like they all went out of their way to show pictures of whoever the current U.S. president was, which is kind of a weird thing. But I can't think of any examples off the top of my head. I don't know, dude. Go watch Cutting Class with Brad Pitt. I'm sure there's one in there. I'm sure there is. If there isn't, then I don't know. My life is a lie or something. Uh, but that whole thing I think is funny. I love that they have like the commercials interjected in there. What was the one? It was, never mind. I'm not gonna try and think about it. It's something about, I'm not even gonna say it because I've already said enough fucked up shit in this review, to be honest. Um but yeah, they have all of these like comedic commercials in between segments of film, and I think that would have been a little more effective if it wasn't just snippets of the commercials. I watched this movie with my with my brother a while back, which that was a special experience because I love horror movies and he loves really stupid comedies, and so this was like the perfect movie for both of us to watch. And he said the same thing, where he's like, I wish they showed more of those commercials, and I have to agree. But sometimes out of context it's even funnier how you'll just get this snippet of a voice saying one thing that's completely out of context, and it's meant to sound out of context, like it's meant to sound messed up as is. So it's not even like some of the things in the commercials, the one that I was thinking about earlier, that I was like, yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna say that, lest this video be age restricted, and even less than the 2 people that were already gonna watch it. Um, and it just kind of plays a snippet, and it's like there's no context that makes that better, to be honest. Uh, but funnily enough, there's actually some really good gore in here, like good kills, which is crazy. Um, in this just kind of stupid comedy, they actually did practical gore effects, and they did them really well. They came up with stupid one-liners for the killer to say, which I don't know, I'm a fan of. I always like stupid one-liners. In this movie, obviously, it was intentionally bad and corny and comedic, but whether it's this movie or Freddy Krueger, I like that too. The Leprechaun, Chucky, so on and so forth. But yeah, no, the kills were actually really solid in this movie. There's a whole montage of them in the beginning of the movie. That's cool. Um, this is another movie, kind of like The Greasy Strangler, uh, which was last week's review, where I don't know that I can rate this as a movie, because of course as a movie it's hard. It's hard because obviously it's bad, but it knows what it is. It knows exactly what it is. Lucio, stop stepping on my Game Boy Advance games. I ain't even lying. That's exactly what it is. It is Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. You guys want me to do video game videos? I've been thinking I should do a video game video. Did I have a game fall out? Shit. Oh, no, it just fell forward. Anyway. I want to do a video game video. But it would be just like these videos. Like, I wouldn't be playing video games. I don't know how to set that up. I'm sorry. I'm a failure. I know. My dad tells me often. I'm kidding. I have a very loving and supportive father. Where was I? Kills? Gore? That's right, we got past that. So we're actually at the portion where I tell you that I am incapable of doing anything except for glazing this movie. That's right, I'm hip with the lingo, kiddos. I'm incapable of doing anything other than praising this movie altogether. Uh, People aren't gonna like the humor. People will probably think it's dumb. People will think it's incoherent. I don't care. It kind of is all of those things. I don't care. To me, this movie's a perfect 10. This is the funniest horror comedy of all time, bar none for me. I love other horror comedies. I would say that I even prefer other horror comedies. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I think, is a better horror comedy. That might be my favorite. Evil Dead 2, I think, is the perfect horror comedy, which is why that was my profile icon for the longest time on YouTube, because I love Evil Dead 2. I do think it is probably the perfect movie for a horror comedy where it balances those two things so well. I need to do an Evil Dead 2 review. I don't think I've actually done one at all. Dead Alive is another brilliant horror comedy with just gallons of gore and over the top shit everywhere. I love it. But at the end of the day, I don't think there is a single one that is funnier than Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. And you're welcome to disagree. I would love to hear your disagreement. I would love to hear it in the comment section. Tell me what is the funnier horror comedy. Tell me, what's the funniest horror comedy to you? Is it ABCs of Death? I hope not. There's weird scenes in that movie, to be honest. That movie makes me uncomfortable at some of the scenes. Like, some of them are funny, but like other ones are like, mm, you think, would it have killed you to not put that in the movie though? Would it have killed you? Um, because it was just kind of disturbing and icky. Like Serbian film, disturbing and icky. If that gives you any kind of view as to what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, is it Evil Dead 2? Do you think that's funnier than this movie? Is it? If you haven't seen this movie, please watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. This is where I'm ending it. Thank you guys for watching. If you stayed tuned to the very fucking end, you are a fucking rock star. I swear to baby Jesus. And I don't think anyone stuck through to the end. If you did, seriously, thank you. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Or not. I don't give a shit.